Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. I am recording this on Saturday, where I'm not actually at home, hence why you don't see me on screen here today. But we're here to talk about the Champion Chase Tournament for the Bayek Souls, because we still have, in this current period, this one day on Saturday, we have the 2x pulls for, or sorry, the 10x pulls for Bayek for another 20 hours. Now, I am interested in getting this soul, this 5 red soul for Bayek, but not at a very high cost. Now, the last time I looked at my Champion Chase tournament, there wasn't a lot of people that looked like they were competing in this. I'm not sure, right? Because there's no point in competing for this if you don't have Bayek. So how many of these people who have like 2,500 points actually have Bayek or not? I don't know. Now, I received Bayek, or I pulled him, right, in a previous summoning, and I got lucky. So I could use this. I will have to earn at least 5,000 points in order to get those souls, though. So I guess I want to put myself in a decent position where I could potentially snipe this on Monday, but I really don't know how things are going to shape up, whether or not these people have even pulled for their Saturday yet, and whether or not they even have Bayek at all, right? Because they're not going to go for it if they don't have it. So what we're going to do in today's video, we're going to do my void shards that I have right now. And in the second half of the video, we're going to come back, I guess, maybe on Sunday or Monday, and kind of see what the leaderboard looks like towards the end and whether or not I'm going to continue pulling for that. So before we get started with that rest of the video, though, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Thol and Falbeard absolutely free, and also Stag Knight, Rector Drath, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget that you can get yourself your hands on this amazing Void Legendary Support Champion by the name of Tuhanarak, and all you got to do is use the promo code Desert Queen in the first 24 hours of a brand new account. So with all that being said, let's see. Okay, so for those who have been following the channel, I did pull Hecaton of the Argonauts with my Void Shard Mercy. Actually, no, sorry, it wasn't a Mercy, but it reset my Mercy anyway. So I am very low on this, and I have 24. I am considering purchasing more, maybe. There is this pack that I actually calculated out to be one of the better ones, which was the Assassin's Oath pack, dollar for dollar. I found this to be like pretty close to $3.50 Canadian dollars. So I don't know, maybe that's like $2.50 US per void shard compared to this special void pack here was not very good. So maybe I might get this at the tail end, and that'll give me a little bit more void shards to pull if I need to, right? If that's something that I want to do. Now, as far as points go, I do have quite a bit, right? I got these 2 remnant summons, which I may pull in the second half of the video, right? If we come closer to, and it turns out that I'm actually competing for these souls, then I may go ahead and do that. I also have Cleopateric, sorry, Noldua, and Dark Kale that I can pull for additional points as well. On top of, I can actually Broadmaw Fusion probably about 3 of them, I think, because I got 3 of these. These are the ones that are kind of keeping me from doing more. Maybe I'll pick up some more today in my rares, but I got tons of this guy, 5, and then 4 of this guy, right, or this person here. So it's really this character over here on the right-hand side. Who is this again? I forget. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So there's a decent amount of points. I think I have about 2,800 points that I could just whip up out of thin air. So we're going to pull 2 batches of 10 here in the first bit, and then basically we're going to have a second half of the video where we come back later on and see what things are like on the leaderboard. So let's just get this started here today, and who knows, maybe we'll get a second Bayek. Like, good lord, I don't know what I would do if that's the case, but it's a 2x, right? So now is the best chance. Hey, it's another Bloodhorn for what's his name? We got a Cold Heart? For Broadmaw, that's what I meant to say. This was garbage. Are we sure the 2x is even on? We got 10 rares. I should have got at least 1 or 2 epics out of it. That is not great. So that's not a good start here today. Are we sure that's on? We should have, oh well, we should have got at least 1 epic out of that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's do 10 more. And let's see what ends up happening. Let's give us some epics. Who knows? Oh my god! What the hell just happened, guys? I literally got Pontiff Augustine, who was yesterday's focus character, and I didn't even give a shit about him. I just got the Master's Assassin badge collected. So now I have every single character in the Assassin's Creed collab, and that is not even what I was going for today. That is absolutely wild. We also got Runekeeper Dazzler, who's okay too. What the F? This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Out of all of the Void characters it could have been, they give me Pontiff Augustine, who I actually don't really give two shits about. Um, okay. And that reset my mercy again. I feel like my luck with shards, and just in general, right? Do you guys remember when I got 2 mythicals out of 4 remnant summons? It was absolutely wild. So now I'm sitting in this position where, okay, what's my points looking at for championship? Oh, hey, it just gave me another new. Those ones are these better actually? These, was that a new void shard? 28 for $110. I don't think that's a particularly good deal. I think it's more than $4. Hmm. I have to compare it with this one, I guess. It doesn't sound great because that's an extra 4 shards for $25. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. But anyways, I guess that just shows up when you're low on shards. So where did that put me with the champion chase? Then that gave me, wow, 2,200 points. So again, I'm not sure if any of these people are going to be competing for this or not. Basically, this is going to be a weekend story video, and we're going to see where things shape up probably in the next 24 hours. I don't really need Bayek, so I can definitely pull Void Shards outside of the 10x, but I think a lot of other people wouldn't, right? Unless they have Bayek, who's going to be pulling on Monday in the last bit of the hours, because all the other focus characters or the feature characters are going to be gone. So this will be an interesting story to watch, and I will see whether or not I end up picking up the 5 red souls. So stay tuned for, I guess, the second half. All right, everyone, we are back on Sunday, European time, of course, and I want to give people a little bit of an update about what's going on. We have 23 hours left in the Champion Chase tournament, so the Bayek boost is gone, and this is what the leaderboard looks like. We have one person over 5K now, Mixukio at 5,700, and then Econ at 4,500 or 4,600, rounding up. These two are probably the most likely to be competitive in this tournament. I'm sitting at 2,200. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pull a little bit more. I saw this offer, the Bayek kind of background offer that's about to expire, but per dollar, this is actually the better Void Shard price. So I'm going to buy 1 pack. I guess this is probably about, I want to say 60 US dollars most likely. So I'm going to buy 1 of these, just 1. And then I'm going to pull some more Void Shards. And then hours before, or maybe like an hour before, I'm going to come back on, and then we're going to take a look at what it looks like, and maybe pull some Sacred Shards. I don't want to pull too many, but I do have quite a few, so I could get myself a little bit further. I could also use my Fusion stuff, right? I might end up doing some of that really quickly to get some additional points on that too. So we now have, I also have my Remnant Summons. You know, maybe I should just pull that too. We do have, so now we're up to 29. It's kind of annoying, right? It's not quite at 30. Let's do the 2 Remnant Summons. Let's just see, right? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe, remember last time when we got lucky on Mythicals? Probably not happening again, but we did get a Void Epic, so that's 350 points actually. Berdal Fellhammer here. I don't think he's very good. Heal reduction, well, 30% chance to play, 60% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction. Could be decent for, like, well, if you needed a guy, I don't need him, but I mean, if you needed something like this for Grim Forest for the Mimics. Let's do 1 more, right? Maybe. Oh no, I was like, maybe we'll get a mythical. I have been extremely lucky with these, as you guys know. I pulled 2 mythicals out of 4 pulls. It was absolutely insane when I got my Arn the White. So that was an additional 600 points there. We are going to pull 20 of these, and then we'll save and do a little bit more just before the event closes down. Try to snipe the leaderboard at the last minute. So that's kind of the plans here. So let's do 10 more. You never know, right? It's still 2x. We might get lucky, or at least, you know, pick up some epics for some points, please. That would be nice. Can we? We got 1 epic. Okay, Hark and Grapely. Can we get a second epic? That would be nice. Can we get a second? We did get a second epic. Okay, so that's good for points. 1,100 points if you get at least 2 epics in a 10 pull. So that was 600 plus 1,100. So that brings me to 1,700 right now in this round. We can do an, oh my god, we are full on. Is that for real? Oh my god, we gotta come back. Okay, we cleared some grays out of our bank. So we can do another 10 pull here. And let's go ahead and do that and see what we pick up here today. What are we going to do? Are we going to get some better? Who knows, right? We could get lucky. We are a lucky people sometimes. So I'm a lucky person sometimes. Please give me a purple. That would be great. Oh my god. Are we going to? Okay, we got 1 purple. Oh, 1 purple. So that's just 800 points there from that. So that was 19. Or what did I say? 1,100 plus 650. 17 plus another 800. So that was about 2,500 points there in those 20 pulls, plus the remnant summon. So that brings us up, at least we got the legendary book. That brings us up to 4,693 points. Okay, so now I'm in the second place, but about 1,000 behind. You know what? I know I really don't want to buy another pack. But let's see. Let's just do. I'm not going to buy another pack. I'm hoping that actually Demon Lord spits out. I'm about to wait for my Demon Lord to pay out. I'm hoping that I get at least one Void Shard so we can do another 10 pull pretty soon because I hate doing the ones back to back. Let's just two random Sacred Shards. Let's try to remember that. Just 2 random Sacred Shards. Who knows? I know that there's no 2Xs, but you never know. We might get lucky. These are additional 250 points and at least puts us in contention, right? So let's do 2 more and that'll bring us over 5K. Okay, so I didn't really expect anything amazing out of that. We got Bone Keeper and whatever the else the other one was. So that's going to bring us up to a total of 5K, right? 5-ish? 5. No, it should be once it updates. 5193 is what it should update to. So we'll just be a little bit behind, but we're going to continue this basically in the last final hour and see what happens. I think we're going to try and snipe this thing. All right, everyone, we are back for the finale of this video, and I want to apologize because I was really sick Sunday night and Monday, and so I wasn't able to get this to you guys live as I was pulling it like I have done before, and I really wanted to do that. But the good news is I did get the 5 red star for Bayek. You can see here that I did win the tournament. Now, I went basically from like what I think was around 7,000 points or something like this all the way to 14K. I actually did a lot of things, and I want to share with you guys what happened. Now, I ended up pulling about, I would say I pulled about 10 Sacred Shards, I think. So I'm down to 43. I pulled my final 10 Void Shards, which got me nothing really good. And I pulled about, I think it was 40 or 50 Ancient Shards, of which I got a handful of Legendaries. I actually got back-to-back Legendaries on Sacred Shards, which I thought was absolutely insane. I also wiped out my entire fusion portal. I summoned Lady Mikage. I summoned everything in my fragment summons, which was Noldua, a few other Doom Tower champions and things like that. Also did my 2 remnant summons. Did I do that in the video? And it didn't really get me much either there, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, and I want to show you the legendaries that I did end up picking up. So I got 4 extra legendaries, and on top of all the fusion stuff and whatnot. I got another copy of Lemonisi, which is a bit unfortunate, but that did allow me to add into my faction guardians. I got the Mountain King for the door factions. Now, this is one of my best factions, so honestly, this probably is not going to give me anything here. But I did get the Mighty Uko, right, which is pretty good because I do need some better support characters, especially in the Skinwalkers faction. So this is something probably the best pull out of the entire thing. You can see also, I think it's Jintaro. Honestly, I forget. I don't think he's very good, but that's who I ended up pulling here. And you can see it in-game because I have not started working on them yet, but I believe I did put at least Uko in here ready to be prepped at some point. Yeah, Noldua. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you guys were there, and I pulled Pontiff Augustine, right, which is absolutely insane. I guess Uko's not in there. He must have been in the reserve vault here, sitting down here. Yeah, and then these other ones, right? Mountain. Oh, sorry, I pulled another Shadow King guy as well. Who was this? When did I pull this? Nobel. That might have been out of my Ancient Shards. I'm not entirely sure about that one. But anyways, I think he's the empowerment legendary for Ninja, I think. And then yeah, Mountain King, we have him there. We have Pontiff Augustine, we have Mighty Uko, who I think is probably going to be something that I am going to be building, right? Does he not have a... I actually thought he increases buffs, but no. Anyways, he's a really good character anyways because my Skinwalkers are absolute terrible. I have no good support characters, so this is going to be a pretty good one there. Block Bust is nice as well. Actually, might be a pretty good solid Hydra champion, so I'll have to really think about that one actually as well. Yeah, Jintaro, I don't know. I think he's doesn't he suck? Is he actually? I don't think he's any good, is he? And then I summoned Cleopteryx, right? And then I have no idea what I'm doing with Pontiff Augustine, but I did walk away with that 5 red soul. We won the champion chase tournament by just a little bit. It was just that one guy that was kind of fighting me to the end, and we picked up our 5 red soul for Bayek. So that was the end of the, I guess, the 3-day-ish saga of my champion chase tournament. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Did you go for this? I mean, I guess it's over now for a lot of people, or I'm releasing this video here on Tuesday because I've been sick. But yeah, nonetheless, I did get some interesting pulls here, and I can't believe I walked away with Pontiff Augustine when I wasn't even going for him. Now, before we go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Get out from under that rock and download using the QR code to get Tholan, Falbeard, Stag Knight, Rector Drath, and Farrakhan the Fat at accounts level 10, 20, and 30. Also, don't forget that you can still get the Void Legendary Support Champion to Hanorak, and all you got to do is use the promo code Desert Queen in the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next one. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.